Team Hong Kong and China. Kabaddi fans, please stand if you're able to for the national anthem of India. Please remain standing for the national anthem of Hong Kong, China. Right, children, I need all your help. You made so much noise coming in. We've got the face-off now between the two teams. Make as much noise as you can for the face-off, kids. Let's go!
Good morning, everyone. We are here at the University of Wolverhampton, and what a day of matches here for the Kabaddi World Cup 2025, powered by Paddy Power. My goodness, we're starting off this morning with the semifinals for the women's side of the match. First game kicking off now, next one at 10:45. And then for the remainder of the day, we have the men's quarterfinals taking you all the way through up until 5:30 this afternoon. It is an incredibly full day. My name's Phoebe Schechter, and I am so excited to be taking you on this Kabaddi journey. For those of you who are new to the sport, we will hopefully be answering any of your questions, giving you some absolute excitement. This has been a traveling tour so far, and it's been absolutely phenomenal. We've been in Birmingham, in Coventry, in Wolverhampton, Walsall, and now here goes India versus Hong Kong, China, starting the first of the semifinals games for the women's division. India, one of the favorites here today. Hong Kong, China, a team that are new to the sport of Kabaddi. They started playing just within the past year.
Bonus to India.
Bonus India.
the first raids here, normally getting a feeling for how the stoppers move. What a nice single leg grab there by the corner for Team India. Against a team like this, one who are so experienced in the sport, there are times you have to take some risks. You've got to be able to invite them to come a little bit deeper into the court. By deeper, I mean getting closer to the green lobby that you see around the court itself. An empty raid there for India. Number 9 rating for Hong Kong, China. Also one of the coaches for the men's HKC team. She's been a fountain of knowledge for him. Oh, just not enough speed there. That would be a pursuit raid. An empty raid, a raider from the opposing team can then attack immediately. It keeps the stoppers, the defense, on their heels. It just shows the experience of a team like this. But you can see how they're pushing here. Got a little more shape needed here. Taking advantage of those moments when you see the raider going for a kick on that single leg. Good speed pulling back. Nice job from the in. When we're looking at the different positions in Kabaddi, right now we've got a do or die raid. This meaning they have to get points here. They've got to be able to tag one of the defenders. A lot of pressure. If they do not, the raider is then out and a point is awarded to India. Really key to keep attention in one touch. Number 6 right in for that. A little bit of a hit to the head for number 1 from Hong Kong, China. Good, you'll constantly see the talking, the slapping of the leg, noises. All of that is to distract the raider, to pull their attention, pull their eyes away for just a millisecond. We see the direction now being pointed to by number 2. That's great communication here. Trying to make sure that their stoppers are ready. Good, pushing each other back across the line to make sure that no other players are touched. It's a protection for Hong Kong, China. So as we're looking at this from left to right, on the left you have a mirrored image essentially. You have corners on the outside, then it goes to your ins, your covers, and the middle person is your center. And that is an all-out first of the day for Team India, showing their dominance early here. Good communication from the coaches. This is what it's all about. We've got a timeout on early, just a moment to regroup. Again, a great opportunity for both these countries to be able to play on such a big stage at this Kabaddi World Cup, the first outside of Asia. I mean, what a phenomenal atmosphere. We've got local communities, school children, friends, family from all around here celebrating. India using a bit of time here. Good, so the buzzer goes for 10 seconds. Trying the tactics of showing multiple raiders coming. Only one can go at a time. One can cross that midline. Good, a bit high here. India don't seem to be phased whatsoever. Good attention and nice job bringing the shape around quickly from Hong Kong, China. Good, you're trying to tempt him in, and really nice job there. Fantastic from Hong Kong, China. They should be very pleased with themselves on that. Timeout. Injury timeout. The other day, number 10 got hit in the nose during one of the matches and ultimately having a little bit of a repeat here. This is such a physical game. It's mentally challenging, physically challenging. You have to be so locked in every single minute. And that's what makes the sport so great. You'll hear so much that we talk about, the spirit of the warrior. Essentially, Kabaddi was built around being a way to train soldiers back in the day. So that is why you have to essentially say Kabaddi every time as a raider. Previously, outside of international competition, that's where you'd have to hold your breath. Now you're just having to keep saying Kabaddi to prove your mental fortitude, that you can focus and compete in the heat of the battle. So we're having a substitution come in now. You can see Team Hong Kong China's men standing behind, supporting as well. That's what you love to have. England women's, who will be playing in the next competition, watching to see their potential finals opponent if they're able to beat Wales in terms of Team India. There's an element of needing to be a bit physical against a team like India. They're so good tactically. You've got to take risks here. Hold your own. Every raider has different strengths. That's the one. Great job from number 9. Although it looks like we've had another injury on the court.
Okay.
This could be a huge loss here.
Do or die.
One of the captains of this team, one of the coaches of the men's team, a stalwart for Team Hong Kong China. Good, looking to get some points rating. Use the speed. Playing to your strengths. The 10-second timer's gone. Be alert.
Point to India. Time out.
Timeout called. Hong Kong China allowing for number 9 to recover.
No substitution.
No substitution being made. And India raids again. Close to the face, close to the face. No declaration. India seems to claim that they got her, but the officials are not confirming that. That's part of the game within the game within this great sport. And it's so hard because all you need is a slight touch of a shirt or standing on someone's foot or even a flick of the hair. All of that counts. Oh, so close. Great awareness from Team India there. The support just wasn't there fast enough. You've got to lock in the arms of those raiders. They are so savvy when it comes to this.
Do or die.
A do or die raid here. It was an empty raid before. The way that India move and their teamwork is so fantastic. Good, you've got to be a little bit careful when turning your back to a team like India. It's a do or die. She's got to get points or she's out.
Point to India.
In those situations, it's always so challenging. India know that Hong Kong, China have got to get points so they can take risks as well. They know the panic is there and they've got to be able to get that stop made. Good job from the in, pulling back her corner. And perhaps an empty raid here. Good, just needs to get a little bit closer there. And push and push and push. Look at the immediate reaction from India to grab the ankle and pull back. Fantastic job by the defender, the left in number 5 from Team India. The instincts, the reactions.
Point to India.
And just like that, we are reaching the end of the first quarter. Well, if you are brand new to the sport, if you want to come down and see any of these events live, we've got matches going on tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. It's going to be an absolute incredible day. For any information on the groups or teams, you can check out Kabaddi World Cup 2025.com for all your information. BBC iPlayer will be taking you through all of these matches, the excitement, the highs, the lows. It's going to be terrific. And we're so excited that you could be joining us here today. So are the school children who are coming from the local communities. Throughout the week, all of these international teams have been going into the communities, teaching the local schools all about the sport of Kabaddi. And it's been wonderful. Some of the school children have drawn amazing pictures. They've created all this artwork for the athletes to cheer them on. Some of them are taking sides. Some of them are cheering for different countries. All of them loving the moment and the community and the sport right here. And we get to be in this beautiful campus, University of Wolverhampton today, home of British Judo, so no foe to any sort of contact in martial arts. You couldn't ask for a better location. Number 10 from Hong Kong, China, now leaving the court with her injury. What a spirit of a warrior she's been carrying. Back-to-back games with an injury to her nose. Absolute hero. We wish her all the best and a quick recovery. Lee assessing. So as a raider, once you enter that side of the court, so once you cross the midline, you've got to go and check in for the raid, which means you have to step over the first line on the floor with all your weight on one foot, and that is how you initiate a raid. The second line is a bonus line. So if there are 6 or more players, you can go for a bonus, which means you can get a point without even having to touch anyone. The kids cheering for Hong Kong, China. A do-or-die raid here for them. You see how assertive this India defense is. Holding their ground. And the integrity here, we love to see it. Number 8, so pleased with herself, as she should be. Terrific grab on a great defender. The officials looked to each other to check if a point was made. There was no points awarded to India. Hong Kong, China goes now using this momentum. The roar of the crowd keeping them enthused. The 10-second timer goes. An empty raid. And now a do or die for Team India. The pressure mounts. Love to see a kick attempted. And what a grab and support. Fantastic job. Hong Kong, China with the ankle grab. One of the toughest in the sport. 1 point is awarded to each side. So a point is awarded to Hong Kong, China because they got the stop. However, one of their players, number 7, went off the court. Therefore, India also gets a point. So as we're looking at the court now, you see there's 2 different colors. The court that they are all within right now, that is the court within play. However, once a defender is touched, the green lobby is activated. And essentially it's an extension of the court. But before that, you cannot go outside the boundary. And so it's important to have awareness. And you'll see some of the best. They know exactly where the edge is. They feel it. It's like they're part of the court. Good shape here. Essentially, when you're in that chain like that, you want to almost be facing each other, a little bit like a horseshoe. Empty raid, and their stoic leader, number 9, coming in looking to help get points from a Raiders perspective. Good quickness, good change of direction. Looking to her team, ready to be ready for a pursuit from India.
Do or die. Do or die.
Do or die raid here. One of the top raiders for Team India. Her length, her experience, athleticism. And what a great job. You've got to pull her back, pull her back. Oh,
2 points.
so hard to do. What a great idea. We need a timeout and an injury here for Hong Kong, China. It's such a physical game. There's no padding here. It is just hard hitting, leaving it all out on the court, jumping into these tackles with almost zero awareness and care for your body because you are so desperate to do it for your team. Bit of a shoulder issue. What's so great about this sport is to see how all the different teams are here supporting. I can see Team Wales warming up in the corner, a team brand new to the sport. Team England starting to get themselves ready. The kids not relenting. Yesterday signing autographs. getting autographs signed by all of the players. A substitute has gone in for our athlete. Within Kabaddi, you are allowed 12 players. You also have 5 reserves and 7 whom are on the court. And I'm so excited that for the first time joining me, I know he carried you guys yesterday. He carried the team with our wonderful Millen, who has a voice for smooth radio. I welcome to the commentators booth, coach of Team Scotland, player, an extraordinaire, Skippy Dillon. Welcome.
Please stop right there, Phoebe. Thanks for the accolades, but I can't take them all. It's all about the players. Happy to join you for this first semi-final between India and Hong Kong. You know, 2 strong teams in the rounds, but India always the favourites. They've always have been. Hong Kong just trying to put their name to something that they've done for a long time. They're a great team, great movement. The defence is good. I just hope they could get some good points on the board today.
Yeah, and we've seen a couple of good stops. They're starting to get a bit more brave in some areas. The rating, when you go against a team like India, and you've had experience with this, how do you force your mindset to, and just as we're talking about it, great stop.
That's exactly what we're talking about. That mindset of the defence. She's taken another knock though. I mean, she's so brave. She is the #1 raider for Hong Kong. She's got so much determination. You know, she took a heavy knock to the head, but she's still right back in the mix, into the raiding, into India. They need to keep their composure in defence. Hopefully she'll go empty because she needs to save some energy and then just do the next raid for India, which will hopefully force them to come deep again.
Yeah, and they have no more substitutions left. All of their girls are out on the court now with a multitude of those injuries. They truly are leaving it all on the court, but a great decision here from the coach, calling a timeout. As you can see, she's been hit in the eye, so you want a little bit of recovery time. But I want to go back to it. As someone coaching, playing against India, the best out there, how do you prepare yourself, your team for these moments?
I think you need to live in the moment. You know, the raids last for 30 seconds a time. I know the games are in quarters of 10. That time when they're on, they just need to stay so focused in what's going on, not deviate from their game plan. If you actually do have one, you do need to adapt the game plan as the game progresses. But for sure, they've had something that they've spoken about back in the dressing room before they brought it onto the court. And you can see India just playing that raiding game, getting them in the attack from Hong Kong. There's not much you can do against a team with so much experience like India have, Phoebe. You know, it's a tough one.
It is a tough one, and that's where I feel Hong Kong, China really need to play to their strengths. Use their speed, use their fearlessness on defense. Combining those two, you look at the rating from Hong Kong, China, they have the ideas, they have the movement, they've just got to commit to it. And I think it's just coming a little bit short sometimes.
Too short. I totally agree. The execution in the end is just failing. The India team then enveloped the raider just like that one, exactly there. She went too deep. You can do it once, you can do it twice, but the third time you've got to have that escape plan already in your mind that, yeah, I've done it once, twice. The defence has read what I'm going to do. This time I'll just play it slightly different. But that's experience.
You're so right. It is experience. And when you see India coming high on the defense like that, you've got to take a risk. A couple times they have been quite high up on the court, and you've just got to think it's this or nothing, right? We're in the knockout
stages. This is the world podium. Enjoy it. I mean, that's an absolute exceptional stop.
It was fantastic. The way that they're covering is so terrific. A little bit of a knock to the mouth.
A good knock to the mouth. I think there's one each now. One for India, one for Hong Kong. And here she comes back again.
I'll be honest, that's why I wear a gum shield when I play.
Well, listen, all the boys have now invested in a gum shield due to such circumstances. It's not the ideal scenario. I know we've got a lot of loose teeth with us. And like you said, when you said earlier, you know, the brutality.
Why do you have loose teeth?
Because they've been almost knocked out. Honestly, we've got two players that are sitting holding their teeth together at the moment with some sort of cement, some dental cement, you know. But it's just the brutality of the sport. It dictates that part of it, you know.
It does.
One game a game every day on the trot, you know, it's very difficult.
It's very difficult, and we keep telling our wonderful listeners and viewers about the physicality of this sport. It's mentally and physically taxing on you. You have to be so locked in, and that every single day can be absolutely exhausting. The recovery, all of our athletes are staying local in local hotels here. I mean, a lot of people have traveled so far. You know, we've got India, Hong Kong, China. We've got teams from all over, Hungary, and a lot of it's out of their normal routine. It's not necessarily the same food or atmosphere that they would be in.
The home comforts aren't there for sure, I can tell you. From Scotland's side, there's no haggis in the hotel, which is it's a bit disappointing for the players, but I'm sure they'll survive.
I'm sure
they'll survive until they get home. Just keep focused. We've got big game today.
Instead.
Yeah. Well, there's loads of fast food outlets, but we're trying not to encourage that side. Stay fit, stay strong, stay focused. And it's half time.
And just like that, it's half time. We're going to take a little bit of a break here. Don't leave us, guys. We miss you. We will have a great second half of this game, a full day of incredible kabaddi. The next women's semifinal starting right after this. Stay tuned. I'm Phoebe Schechter. This is Skippy Dillon, and we'll see you in a minute.
Enjoying the game so far? Love it. Okay, cool. I have two friends with me. What's your name? Evie. How much are you enjoying the Kabaddi World Cup this morning?
It was amazing. Everyone tried their best.
And I hear that you're a bit of a Kabaddi player yourself.
Yeah, I used to do Kabaddi in my last club, and it was really fun.
So in the future, I'm watching a future England captain. Is that right?
Yeah, I hope.
I love the confidence. Is Tilly going to play for England one day? Oh, yeah, of course she is. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Mohammed.
And how much are you enjoying the Kabaddi World Cup, and how much do you actually want to get out there and play?
A lot. Yeah.
If you were a player, would you be a defender, a raider, or would you want to do my job? You're probably better at my job than I am.
Maybe.
Maybe? I love that. Okay, who are we all cheering for, everybody? Who's cheering for Hong Kong? And who's cheering for Team India? Love that. Okay, thank you so much for all your support. I'm going to try and come back later. You are my absolute best cheerleaders of the week so far. And we're going to hand back to the teams who are going to be taken to the mat. Hong Kong, with everything to play for, a place in the final against either England or Wales coming up. Let's go!
will add again 2 points. Like this is half time, so again they get the two timeouts again. No. Half time to India goes.
Welcome back to the second half.
All right, everyone, we are back. Phoebe Schechter, Skippy Dillon, you are joining us for the India versus Hong Kong China women's game here at the Kabaddi World Cup 2025, the first outside of Asia. And today we are at the University of Wolverhampton. If you did not catch this first half, my goodness, we have got a match for you. India, the favorites here for the women's side Kabaddi World Cup, and Hong Kong China. I mean, just absolute warriors. Multiple injuries, and they have not given up for a second.
Yeah, they seem to be determined. They're happy to be here. So appreciative to get to the quarterfinals, but playing a team like India, you just need to change it up a level. Hopefully they can bring something out of their bag in this third quarter of 4.
Yeah, it was great to see the coaches from both sides, right? Some of the women's players coaching the men's players coaching the women's, and ultimately between these two, just trying to find solutions. And talk to me a little bit, Skip, about how that benefits each other when you've got players who have played the sport of
there
Kabaddi.
it is. You missed that one, Phoebe, number 9.
What a
number
great job.
1. She's such a great raider and such an asset to that team. I think she's got to go back into raid. They've got to use their strengths, and she definitely has the strength. That player at her fittest level would be a true contender for this India team, but they want to protect her in the back. They want to keep her in defence.
And I don't blame them. I mean, she's been a huge part of the success of the defense. Again, one of the coaches for the men's team as well. Just her knowledge, experience, confidence, that just helps elevate her team. In those moments, she seems to be the one they go to for that inner strength.
India just goading the raider right in so deep that the covers and the corners just do their job.
It's really important for India, though, that they're finding ways to challenge themselves throughout this tournament. Because when you get to the finals, whomever they may meet, it's not going to be an easy walk in the park. And just because you're playing against teams that perhaps are newer to the sport, you don't want to play to that level or not feel like you've been challenged, that when you get to the finals, that's where you hit your first
That's
challenge.
a great point. It's the biggest risk, and it's a very naive mistake in experience. Hopefully she's not injured, she's just annoyed at herself. Yeah.
I think we've all been there before where you just think, oh, I should have reacted a little bit faster.
Absolutely. And like you said, when you're playing against a weaker team, a team that's not got the knowledge base that you have, you don't want to play to their level, but at the same time, you want to learn some new techniques, new moves, you want to try some new things out. And India will do that now. They're sending a different raider in. They should, as the lead extends. We're 29 ahead at the moment. It's quite. Oh, sorry, more than that. Less than that. It's 22.
Quick
22.
quick maths.
22, quick maths. Do you like that one?
Very
Yeah,
well done.
I need a rest after this, I'll tell you. It's been a long week.
An exciting long week.
It's
here.
exciting for Scotland for sure. I think Scotland, anyone that makes it to this round, you know, the group stages was good. This is where it gets really intense.
Yeah, I mean, and talking about Scotland, I don't want to take too much attention from our game here, but you've got a huge game today for the quarterfinals against USA. What are some of the matchups you're looking for?
Well, I wouldn't, you know, you being a fellow American, I really wouldn't want to tell you, to be honest. But, you know, I will share some information. Yeah, we look to the games. We do that every day. We assess each game. We look at the weaknesses and the strengths. We try and work out how the game tactic will work on the day. You know, it's not always, doesn't always go to plan. That's
leg grab
fantastic.
There.
And guess who it was?
Number 9.
Number 9.
She is the hero today.
She is. You know, looking outside, you would say the player of the match. We try and find one who's shone in the game, and somebody at that level has got to be. She's got to be getting the tallies up there of the amount of stops she's done on her side.
Stops and raids, for that matter.
Yeah, she's an all-rounder. We call her an all-rounder in this sport. She seems to be good at most tasks you give her. But you can't build a team around one player, unfortunately. So you need diversity within the team.
Absolutely. No good football team is made of 11 strikers.
Yeah, well, very well put, Phoebe. Now, she stepped off. It's 1-1.
1-1.
So
great job.
Basically what happened is when the raider was running to the sideline, the defender stepped out into the lobby before the raider stepped into the lobby. So technically that would rule her out, and also the raider's out. So it's 1-1.
And for any of you that are just tuning in, you'll see that there's 2 clocks on your screen. The top clock is the one that is timing the quarter. So we have 4 10-minute quarters within Kabaddi. And the bottom clock is the Raiders clock. So you have a 30-second time from the moment you cross the midline to be able to then get back. And as a new raid starts, you'll see so does the clock.
Yeah, they've got 30 seconds each raid. That's the bottom clock. Some of the teams you'll see will just, you know, bide their time because they don't want to risk the play. So the first raid you can do an empty raid, but the second day the raid becomes the do or die. Just giving that a little bit more tactical workout. Depends who's stronger, raiding or defence. Now you can see Hong Kong done an empty raid because they want to utilise their defence more.
Yeah, that's truly where their strength is, and of course there's strength in numbers here, especially going against such a good raider like number 6 from India. Her confidence, even as a stopper, you could see that wry look in her eyes, a little bit coy, looking to already plan her raid against this.
And the opposite side, she's going opposite. It's a great sprawl, a great stop it would have been, just didn't get the support.
It's so hard in this sport. You've got to be able to wrap and then clamp in and hold on. And that's why you want to have a multitude of skill sets. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, MMA, wrestling. I know we have a couple of athletes from those sports within playing Kabaddi, but that's where you get that real grip strength, something that India themselves worked incredibly hard on.
You know, it's an amazing fact. One of the girls on the India squad has been playing since she was 7 years old.
Wow.
So, you know, the experience that brings, it's just, you can't buy that and you can't train for it.
No, you can't. And even talking to the coaches, saying they train for 6 hours a day, 2 3-hour sessions. I mean, this is part of their DNA, essentially.
Yeah, it is their national sport, so they have to be setting the level so high. The bar's been so high with India. It always is. Any team coming against India has to realise that, you know, we need to do something special.
Yeah, you can see they're looking to kind of corner number 9, get her in a vulnerable position to try and get her out. They know what a strong raider she is.
She's came back in. She's going to do an empty one, hopefully. Just save the defence. Yeah.
This quarter is flying by already.
So 2 minutes left. It's the time, you know, when they're waiting the full 30 seconds, you only see them go in and then they come right back out. So it seems to feel a lot shorter.
It does. I mean, but both these teams should be so proud of themselves and what they've been able to do. And we've got a timeout now from India, perhaps some tactics changes, and to your point earlier, finding some new challenges for yourself. It's really important in times like this that you're still finding new goals, even when you're ahead. And same for Hong Kong, China. You've got to be able to say, all right, what is our goal for the next half? Is our goal solely that we want to perhaps get one gang tackle? Or is it that we want to be able to get one of our other raiders to get a positive point there? You know, you've got to find ways to keep setting the bar for yourself. It doesn't have to be a win at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crucial that probably India will try something different. Hong Kong just need to try and get into the game more. There is a 24-point gap. It's quite extensive, considering there's only 12 real game time minutes left, including the little break that you've got. But yeah, they've got to try and target number 9, get her out. But she sprawls so well, and look, that's 2 points.
Oh, if she just kept going, I think Tu lost a bit of her awareness in that situation, got a bit lost in the tackle. She could have just come across and blocked.
Yeah, rather than go. At that stage, it's difficult. You don't want to commit and try and grab the ankle, because then the palm off becomes a great rugby move, as you've seen. There's a back hold. We've not seen that a lot. But it's a great from the corners when they deceive the raider. They just jump behind them, grab them from the back, and they're going nowhere.
No, and this is where that awareness is so key. So an all-out again here, but Hong Kong China will be happy to have a full 7 on the court. It gives them a much higher chance of success ultimately. This is what you want to, this is really where you want to see the progress and success, trialing new tactics. Number 5, we've seen her raid a couple times today, looking perhaps for an empty raid. Just killing the clock a little bit.
Yeah, it seems like it. I reckon they'll just try and kill the clock now. And it's only one raid left after this, if it goes to the full 30 seconds. And then we're into the final quarter with a healthy lead for India at the moment. 29 to the good.
It's great to see all the different officials here from multiple countries. People have been training for officiating for so many years now. It is such an honourable role and thankless role, if we're being honest.
I definitely say, you know, it's funny, Phoebe, I've done the course for that, and it's a very difficult role.
Very difficult.
Very difficult.
I started, I did not complete.
Yeah, I completed it. I just didn't fancy it once we completed it. It's a very, very immersive role as well. It's difficult to manage the game, because you're having to look at the other officials constantly, but I suppose it's a bit like tennis. You know, tennis, each one's got its own purpose. And you've got to think it like that. It's like a tennis court. You've got to just watch the players go step over the line. Much imagine like the ball get over the line. It's the foot that we're more interested in. Looking for the technical points that they can gain or lose. But look at that. Some great movement there. India well dominant.
It is. It's great to see the dominance. I mean, India are just so fantastic to watch. Their women's, their men's team. Got to watch their men's play yesterday and the day before. And look, our school children so excited. It's so wonderful to see. I mean, they've been learning about the sport of kabaddi. You've got the different flags that they've even printed and made from school. This is so cool. I mean, imagine when you were a kid being able to come and watch an international competition at this level.
It's amazing to see. Yesterday was a great view for us, because we went round the schools after the game. The players signed some autographs, and they were just endearing. It's absolutely awesome. Some of them, you know, asking to sign the flags, some arms, and we're like, you know, they're just kids at school. They're just enjoying the moment. It's absolutely amazing to see.
They are. It's so wonderful, and it means so much to them. We've got a substitution coming in now.
Hong Kong?
Number 10 is back. I mean, this is absolutely phenomenal. Back-to-back days being hit in the nose like this, and here she comes again.
She's back. She's seen the medic. I think they give her the all clear. This is the last 10 minutes for Hong Kong on the world stage. She probably wants to end it in a high. Let's see what they can do. I just hope they can get a few more points on the board.
It's interesting, in other sports, we've seen basketball, flag football. There actually are clear masks that you can wear to protect your nose.
Yeah.
It might be something, you know, for some people to look into, just from a safety precaution. And you look kind of cool.
Do they? I've not seen them, Phoebe. I need to get these.
I'll show you. I'll show you.
You
Don't
got
worry.
one, have you?
I do not have one.
Well, as long as it doesn't restrict your movement and your kabaddi. I think what you got to remember is they're supposed to chant for 30 seconds and the umpires and the officials are looking for that. If they break the chant of kabaddi within the 30 seconds, it's a technical point out. So as long as it doesn't hinder that, it'll be absolutely fantastic.
It is absolutely fantastic, and it's so challenging. I am showing Coach Skippy what it looks like when you wear one of those clear masks.
It's actually quite interesting looking. Yeah.
But got to protect the merchandise.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely. I can see where you're coming from. It's definitely an aesthetic look for the camera, but you know, if it prevents an injury, I'm sure it'll be a positive thing.
Interesting that Hong Kong, China, when India fell, didn't capitalize on that
here
moment.
We go. It's a great stop.
Wow.
Great coherent synergy within the team is perfect there.
1 point.
One of the things I love is just the joy and happiness that
smiles.
The smiles are phenomenal.
They're just so happy to be here.
They are. Yeah. They are. And like you were saying about the men's team as well, they are. We've seen them improve so much throughout this
game
week.
On game. Yeah, absolutely.
Think about what that means when they go back home and how many people they're going to be inspiring, the coaching they'll be able to deliver.
Yeah, this has put them on another level. They were already okay in their home nations, but coming here and seeing how the rest of the countries play, they'll definitely take some. But I actually spoke to them before this game, just having a friendly chat with the coach and the manager. And they're always, appreciative of any help and guidance we can give, and just some technical abilities they can use. It's just one of these competitions. It's very, 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 very good.
You learn so much from watching other people play. I mean, they've been watching almost every game that they can, unless they're warming up, of course, and just absorbing. And all of us were here. I know when our England women's team, when we first started, we were in the same position. We really didn't know what we were doing. We were predominantly circular kabaddi players.
Yeah, much
like myself. Like yourself, exactly, which is a very different format. Now, there's multiple formats of kabaddi. You have rectangular, which is what we're watching here today, which is really the national version of the sport. You have circular, which is played on a much bigger court, circular in shape as well, barefoot, and you've got beach kabaddi. We've seen Poland who've been incredibly successful there. There's just so many different variations and great ways to get involved.
Yeah, it is. There is multiple disciplines that you can get into. Some of them a lot more brutal than this one, with no weight limit. Fortunately, this one carries a weight limit of 85 kilo for men, and I believe it's
75 for women.
75 for the women. And you can see that. And what a catch again. Great ankle grab.
Look at the way that...
The energy. It's amazing.
You're so right. It's the energy, the momentum that they're carrying. They're loving playing. And when they're playing free like this is where they're shining the brightest.
Yeah, I think they've now realised... I hate to say that, there's no pressure now. Whatever happens is good. That's a great twist. That is unbelievable. Great raiding technique from Hong Kong. Well deserving of the point.
Probably one of the best raids we've really seen, with the awareness of where the midline is, rolling backwards, pushing off. And again, from number 10, who has...
He's been, just came out the medics fan.
What
just
a
jumped on and just got a raid. Unbelievable. Against one of the best teams in the world.
Time out.
Oh, got a timeout.
Timeout India. A little bit of pressure on them, and we've got a little bit of an injury from number 2. An ankle... Perhaps. I mean, that's what I enjoy seeing here, right, is the different warm-ups from the different teams. There are very few sports that involve all these different movements or all the planes of motion. So watching how people warm up, some are taking more of that mixed martial arts warm-up, some more cardio, core. It's looking for the transferable skills within the sport. Like you said earlier, Phoebe, we've got MMA fighters, some judo fighters, some boxers, and it's trying to get them into this discipline. Now, sometimes they try and bring that into the sport, but you need to take a part of it and leave the rest of it behind, because within this sport, it is a sport within itself. So there's transferable skills, but it's not completely
that you can be an American footballer, come in here and then you'll dominate it. We've had that with rugby players. It just doesn't work very well. But it's great to see.
It is great to see, and it's the finesse, really, I feel. That's such a big part of it. You're right. You can't just come in and use brutal force. You've got to have the Kabaddi feel to it, the technique, the nuances of this sport, which are very unlike anything else. The change of direction is almost tennis-like.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so nimble in that feet, staying on your toes. That's more about boxing, and then the hold and the grab, more about judo MMA, and that is 3 or 4.
Wow.
Super raid.
Wow.
3, yeah, he got 3 points.
Fantastic.
Just so quick. And again, the tackle was high, and what I mean by high is the raider was already heading for the midline, which is the safety area for the raider. Once you tackle that high and they just do that little stretch, the hand over the line gives them the point. But unfortunately, everybody that attempts to tackle you also gets eliminated from their team, so then you lose a technical point on everyone that catches you.
And that's what's so challenging. We were talking with England player Emma Jones only just yesterday, and in the moment that you have to commit. You either are in or you're out. So talented, isn't she?
So talented and so just got the corner goes so low that the covers they have to protect the corner. That's why they go low, so that it brings the raider in. And she practically got a head touch on the corner, and then on the escape she managed to touch the covers that were coming to protect them, hence now leaving one raider. Now she can't go back empty-handed because it'll be an all-out, so she should just go for it. There's no shame in it.
There seems to be some communication with the rest of her team.
Yeah, look out. Just go and get the touch and come back no matter what happens.
They're so high right now. You can take advantage.
That's I don't know. Maybe she's just saving her energy. This is difficult. It's very difficult one-on-one. That's why.
What would you advise in a one-on-one situation?
On a one-on-one and you're the last defender on and you have to raid, you shouldn't come back without at least getting a touch. Because in that scenario, you're the only defender, the raider comes across, and in this small court, one-on-one doesn't work very well. It always favours the raider. So the defender is always in the back foot, they take them into the corner, but they just use their arms to push them away, like you just seen, and then you can't really do anything.
So what would you advise then as a stopper in that situation? For me, my instinct does not go run back in the corner. You're literally trapping yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, what are the tactics that you would... chain.
She tried to go under. It's a good idea.
It is a good idea.
Yeah, you have to launch yourself for the ankles, but the raider protects that because the raider knows that you're going to go low. So the only way you can do is an ankle hold and then lift the leg up or a thigh grab, and then the struggle becomes something to admire and watch. Like here, like that. Now, that only works if you've got the cover and the support. If you're on your own, the raider will 9 times out of 10 escape. She's getting really energy.
Bit of energy, excitement.
I think what happened is
she went out.
Yeah, she unfortunately went out. Great stop though, but she touched the lobby. The officials right on it straight away.
They are so quick with the decision making. You've got to be assertive. There's no VAR here. You've got to trust what you've seen. You cannot argue with them.
Yeah, what the referee says is final. That's beautiful.
Oh, and a reach!
Oh! That's so tough to watch. Oh, that was close. I'll tell you, that would have been a fantastic second raid from
absolutely.
She's taking
and
another hit.
The nose goes again. Oh my goodness!
Watch that in slow motion. I'm sure she'll keep that one for the trophy cabinet.
Oh wow!
And looking low again. The raider looking low, trying to lure them in. Number 9. Number 9 should just stand off. Go far deep in the corner. Step corner and could have went round the back.
It's when she goes in like that. You've got to trust that you can do it.
Yeah, she's going empty. There's no need. They've got such a healthy lead that it's
1 minute left in this game.
Potentially 2 raids remaining.
Even the star raider taking off her boots already on the court.
Nah, hopefully she's just adjusting though. It doesn't look... Yeah, you know, the thing is at this point, Hong Kong can just go for it. I mean, there's
nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose. Let's go out with a high. But I think they want to catch the Indian trade.
They do.
One more time.
Do or die.
Do or die. It
Last
means
raid.
they have to touch. Last raid for India. We know what's coming. Either the raider will go deep, they should go for the touch. Making it work.
Good. Just
It's
leave
good.
it all out
That's
here.
good. That's
Let's
good.
go, Hong Kong, China.
Let's go, Hong Kong. One last flurry. Here we go. Come across.
The alertness.
Oh, that's good. Now.
Now.
Oh, it's so easy for us to see.
Coaching him up
it's a
on the
do or
moment.
die. She walks off, just takes the point away because she knows she's not going to get it. So that's. Oh, they don't get another raid, unfortunately.
And 9 was
That's
so
a
keen to go
great
again.
defense.
Look, what a fantastic match. The teams now meeting in the middle and great show of sportsmanship.
Absolutely.
A terrific job by both sides, but my goodness, I think the team of the people right now, Hong Kong, China, the energy, the joy, the relentless pursuit of greatness that they've shown throughout their last time on this big stage as we are in the semifinals here for the Kabaddi World Cup. Team India
through the finals.
Onto the finals. Absolutely terrific. Next up, we have England versus Wales women. You do not want to miss out. The winner of that will meet Team India in the finals. If you need any more information, you can go to KabaddiWorldCup2025.com. We are here at the University of Wolverhampton today. Thank you so much to my wonderful co-coms.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, anytime. Your expertise is unmatched. I'm Phoebe Schechter. We will be right back on BBC iPlayer, and we'll see you soon for the second match.
I was really nervous. Yes, I guess so.
Okay, one of my favorite parts of Kabaddi is trying to explain the rules of Kabaddi. And I'm going to give you a rule right now. This is all about the super tackle. The super tackle is basically when the team has 3 defenders remaining and they've got to try and tackle the raider that's coming in to their field of play. But when there's a super tackle, I need the crowd to get involved. I need you guys to get involved when there's a super tackle. Can I explain a super tackle to you? When there are 3 defenders, it's going to be called a super tackle. On the big screen over there and on the boards here, you'll see super tackle. Every time there's a super tackle, I need you to start a slow clap. Can you clap with me? Yeah. Love it. Then get faster. And then faster. And then faster and faster and faster. In those 30 seconds, if a team makes a super tackle, I want you to raise the roof. Loads of noise. Brilliant. Okay. So super tackle, when there are 3 defenders or less remaining, when there are 3 defenders or less remaining, and the team makes a super tackle, I want that slow clap, okay? One more slow clap for a super tackle. Perfect. Okay, cool. So slow clap after slow clap after slow clap, and then I want them to make loads of noise. That is a super tackle. Are you ready for a super tackle in the next match? Wicked. Right, there we go. There's a lesson in Kabaddi.
Hello and welcome to the Kabaddi World Cup 2025, the first outside of Asia. I'm Phoebe Schechter. I will be taking you through an exciting day. We have so many terrific games lined up for you. This is huge because today we have the women's semifinals. We just watched India beat Hong Kong, so they will have a spot in the finals this Sunday. Now we have Team England versus Team Wales, the home nations, going head-to-head here. And the winner of this match will continue on to play India in the finals. After that, starting from 12, we have all the men's quarterfinals, 4 of them. So this is going to be a huge dose of Kabaddi, and as we have the national anthems.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of Wales.
Wow, if that doesn't give you chills, hearing the national anthems, being here in England at the University of Wolverhampton, also home of British judo, so no foe to mixed martial arts. And here we go, the handshake between the teams, the excitement already starting to build. We've got friends and family, teams, local schools from the community. It is such a great atmosphere here, fantastic environment. The team's starting to warm up as we speak, getting into that rhythm, the movement of the stoppers. You want to see them be able to move as one, move like water. You want to have that nice U shape, kind of like a horseshoe, facing each other, getting ready to take on Team Wales here. Now, England are one of the favorites to make it to the finals against India, but Wales have a great group of athletes from all different sporting backgrounds, including wrestling. One of the key attributes that you need within this great sport, the ability to clamp down. Now, in the women's division, the weight category is 75 kilos. Men's is 85 kilos. Wales starting to understand, get a feel for how this defense moves. Nice and light on her toes. And an empty raid. This is a nice way to be able to start, just to get a feel, see the reactions, test out a few different runs here. You're better off finding the way they move and taking an empty raid than putting yourself in a dangerous situation. Number 8 now for Wales. One of our athletes that comes from a wrestling background, new to the sport. And the physicality pushed outside of the lobby here. And a point goes to England. Rating right now, number 1, Iman. It's great to see the different styles of rating. Oh, and what a nice chain there. Fantastic job done by Team England. It's hard in those moments. You've either got to go high or low against a chain. They're so strong. Number 6 here, Nilima for Team England. Good. Wales looking to see a little bit more movement from them. You like to get them on their heels, and the chain wins again. What a terrific tackle there. Number 23, Karmanpreet. Absolute incredible form tackle. And the school children chanting early here for Team England as Iman raids. A super tackle. Everyone involved on the tackle. Fantastic. throughout the day, we'll be bringing in extra guests from all the different teams for you to hear from their expertise, their playing time here. Oh, and so close. Team Wales reaching out. You love to see the camaraderie here too. A very strong stopper for Team England, Piravina. And here comes number 7 for Wales, Amrutha. But England not coming too high here. They understand the threat. They've got to force the raider to come to them. And a pursuit raid, 1 point. And 7 needing to push her back in order to save her other teammate. Great awareness from Team England. A do or die here. A tough situation for Wales. The only one left on her team. A do or die, but if she gets out, an all out occurs. Pushed out the lobby. 3 points for an all out. Now the Wales team is refreshed. And immediately into it. Oh, and the foot gets across, but what a great physical job from Team Wales. Number 8, Francis. England know how much this game means to them, to be the home country, to potentially play India in the finals. There's a lot of opportunity here, and wow, a bit of a high tackle here from England, slightly uncharacteristic from number 23, Kaur. But that just goes to speak to how much this match means to them. And really great job getting her teammates back on the court. Number 1, Iman. A little bit of movement, but a bit high on the court for Wales. The chance going. We hear the 10-second timer go. Be careful the pursuit. She's already gone back over. So unfortunately, because Wales had gone back over and back over again, a point is awarded to England and the athlete must go sit on the bench. An empty raid for Nalima. Again, that is okay. No points are awarded either side. It just means the next raid from England will have to be one where points are attempted. Lovely job by Team England here. And do or die. But Iman has no fear. She's been in these positions many a time before. Good decision. Number 8 has to get up and push her back out, though, in order to save her teammates. There's so much familiarity between these teams. Everybody's been training together and staying in the local hotels. You get so comfortable being around everyone. Now, some of our athletes here have played in the Kabaddi League, the Pro League, some from Wolverhampton, from Manchester, from London. That normally kicks off around April. There's also the University League, and that has been growing and developing so many of these athletes over the past couple of years. It's been terrific. The British Kabaddi League, it's just more opportunities to play, more opportunities to get experience. And ultimately, the more games that you play, the more you develop the situational awareness. What a nice chain there.
3 point.
And another all out. 2 within this first quarter. A timeout called for Team Wales. Less than a minute left in this first quarter. Kabaddi is made up of 4 quarters, all 10 minutes each. The athletes are only allowed to have water whilst a timeout is called, or if it's halftime, end of quarter. A few different tactics being explained here from the coaches. We spoke earlier about how great it is to see some of the other players from England, from Wales, coaching up and switching those roles and responsibilities. The Hong Kong, China players coaching each other up, men's and women's. It's all about the growth and development of the sport. Nilima walking the line, potentially just spending the rest of the clock to take them into the quarter, and a pursuit quickly from Team Wales. Number 3 from Team Wales, Gathami, just so quick to get in there. Again, a team that's new to the sport, so the more and quicker they're able to move the line, use their skill sets, much better. This will be the last rate of the quarter. Going deep in. Thought she might have had a little bit of a flick of the wrist. And the quarter ends.
Quarter. 2 minutes rest. Quarter.
And a water break for the athletes. Much needed, I am sure. Time is just flying by here. This is a huge stage for both these teams to be on. Again, for England to be here as the home nation and really wanting to do England proud, getting to the finals. Potentially at this rate, they might be the ones. You never know within the sport. The points can just turn so quickly. But the physicality of England has been very clear. Wales just needing to work a little bit together, build on their rating. We can see all the school children, the excitement, the waving. So thrilled. We heard earlier as Coach Skippy was saying that some of their athletes have been in schools signing autographs for the children. What a wonderful energy that they are bringing.
That is the end of that first quarter. England leading by 23 points to 4 over Wales. Lots of noise for our 2 semi-finalists. We need to make some noise for the second quarter.
If you're new to the sport, if you're looking to maybe come to some of the games, today we're at University of Wolverhampton. Tomorrow we will be in a different venue, but all of the information that you could need is all on Kabaddi World Cup 2025.com. You can buy your tickets, you can get the venue details, learn a bit more about the teams that we have here at the Kabaddi World Cup 2025, powered by Paddy Power. And if you just want to tune in from home, or maybe you're working right now, you can hang out with us on BBC iPlayer, carrying you through all the way to the closing ceremony. What a great job by Wales. They will be so happy to start the quarter like that. That was a great, strong start there. Great words of wisdom from the coach to power him up like that. Number 8 for Wales. Francis really trying to use that physicality. The different techniques, some have a bit more speed, some a little finesse, and a point was scored easily there for number 30 from Team England, Piravina. Someone who's been playing for a few years now. You'll notice too, as you're watching, there might be either leg slapping or some noises coming from the teams. That is all ways to distract the raider. You're trying to pull their attention to allow perhaps the backside of the defense to make a move. Wales needing to keep their shape. They probably need to get a little bit higher up on the court just to give themselves a fair chance. And a new raider here for Wales. We've not seen number 6, Giva Johnson, making a raiding debut yet today. It's a good challenge for a defense. You've got to learn the different ways. Ow, and so close. Just short. And pushed out there. The physicality, the brutalness that this sport can have is pretty impressive. A super tackle for Team Wales. Great job pushing the star raider, number 1, Imane, out of the court. Current score 27-7, England to Wales. For those of you just joining us, maybe this is your first time and you're new to Kabaddi, you'll watch the raider. They have to say Kabaddi whilst they're moving. This is to test the mental fortitude, to test that they are able to physically do the task at hand. It makes it incredibly challenging. It's easy to forget. I would challenge all of you at home whilst you're doing any activity, 30 seconds. Keep saying, Kabaddi, Kabaddi. Number 4 in for Wales as the raider. You're looking to keep the hands out to be able to try and just touch the edge of a jersey. Looking for that lucky moment. As the school children cheer, what a great pursuit from number 9, Niraja. Really quick reactions. That's where these game experiences really step up. And a great tackle. England are so strong when they're making these gang tackles like this. And it's such a hard position. We talked about this. One-on-one, stopper and raider. You can't step out of bounds. A game of cat and mouse a little bit. Good movement from number 7 from Wales, not letting. Oh, and just like that, 3 points, and all out has occurred. And the whole team is back on the court. 7 players play on the court. And it's all mirrored. So you look at the furthest outside defenders. Those are your corners. The next players in are your ins. Then you've got your covers, and you've got your center in the middle. A lot of times you'll have your star raider in the center position just hanging out in the back because you want to protect them. You don't want them to be in a situation where they could get touched and you might lose them out on the bench, because if they get touched, they then have to go sit on the bench until your team either gets a point, makes a great tackle, and then you're allowed back in. A team plays with 12 players, 7 of which are on the court, and 5 of which, oh, well done there. Really well done from Team Wales. Their confidence is growing now. 5 are reserves, and substitutions can occur during timeouts, end of quarter, end of half. Those are the opportunities to put someone in. So you want to really plan and think, well, if England go into this half with a big lead like this, it might be a good opportunity to rest some of their starters, their star raider perhaps, because the finals are going to be the most important day. That's going to be so key, especially against a team like India. And just like that, a substitution is being made as we speak. 3 minutes left in this quarter. Number 2, Emma Jones, going in, taking out number 30 and number 6. Also, number 8 going in, Georgia Sargent, making her appearance as well. Emma, one of the only Kabaddi athletes to play all 3 formats: beach Kabaddi, circular Kabaddi, and rectangular, which is what we're seeing here today. There's many different disciplines. This is what they call National Kabaddi. When you bring new people in, it changes the formation. Oh, and the leg getting across just in time. What a wonderful job and great awareness. Almost into a split to try and get across. As a raider, you see new people come in and you really want to attack those new people. Keep them on their heels a little bit. Georgia looking for her in. And a great tackle. Nice job there from the left, covering in. And of course, when you bring in new people, people's positions change as well. So you have to be able to understand more than just the one position. Oh, and a reach, and a reach. What a terrific job. Emma Jones will be very pleased with that raid. Fantastic. 3 points awarded to Team England. That's where that experience steps up. The reach. Good. The Raiders a bit high here. As a defender, you don't want to attack there because they're so close to the midline. You see even the position and formation change here. Number 1 going right in. Not wanting to waste too much time, and an all-out occurs. And now their turn to raid. Number 1 raids for Team Wales. City joining. First time we've seen her really raid today. A little scorpion kick. It's such a hard skill to execute. You're also so aware of not getting your ankles grabbed in those moments as well. And this will be most likely our last raid of the half. Iman, a star raider here for Team England. Good shape from Wales and the reach. A true pro. And just like that, the halftime has already reached us. An exhilarating start here. Team England versus Team Wales. Wales, a country new to playing kabaddi. England really wanting to make their point that they deserve to be in the final as the home nation here at the Kabaddi World Cup 2025. We're going to take a little break, go grab a snack, grab a drink, come join us for the second half of Team England versus Team Wales, and we'll see you in a bit.
Here in the crowd with the students, and I'm gonna split you guys in half. Where are my year 4 team? Okay, love that, love it. My year 6s? Okay, year 6s, you're gonna be chanting for Team Wales. I need a Team Wales chant. What are we gonna go with? Let's go Wales, something like that? Let's go Wales, let's go. Yeah? All right, in 3, 2, 1, I wanna hear a chant for Wales, and then we're gonna see if you can out-sing the England fans. Okay, ready to go? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Very good, very impressive. Okay, do you think you can do better, England fans? In 3, 2, 1, I want to hear you chant for England. England! Very, very impressive. I don't know. I think the Welsh. Well, you know, I'm going to give it to the Welsh fans. I think the Welsh fans are the winners. Okay, well done. Right, we've got an exciting match to come still. Second half is a semi-final, is a place in the final, guys. I want you to make lots and lots of noise for both sets of teams. Let's go! Yeah!
Hello and welcome back to the Kabaddi World Cup 2025, sponsored by Paddy Power. We are here at the University of Wolverhampton, home of British Judo. So this is an amazing facility, and I am so thrilled to be joined by Milan Korshol, my amazing co-coms. You guys will know him as the voice of what should be smooth radio right now, I think. But we are here watching England versus Wales. Current score 47-8. Milan, how have you been doing? Team Scotland, you guys have been fantastic so far to watch.
Thank you for the very kind introduction, Phoebe. Yeah, so Scotland are preparing today for their clash against the United States. I think the camp is fairly confident, but yeah, it's eyes ahead. We certainly don't want to be going home. We want to be here right until the end, and we're here to fight for it.
That's what makes today so interesting. You know, for our women's right now, we are in the second of the semifinals. India winning versus Hong Kong, China earlier. The winner of this match will go on to play India in the finals on Sunday. And then we have all of the men's quarterfinals. England versus Hong Kong, China. Scotland versus USA. Really nice job there. Fantastic. You can see the elation from the rest of the team on that raid.
Yeah, and on the other side, you just see a side that's been deflated. There's a lot of shrugging and looking along the lines. They're unsure of what to do. The gap is insurmountable now. It's 42 points to the good for England. It's a clever raid from Summer.
Very clever raid, and when they're that high, it's hard. Just let them take the moment, get back. There's no need. You're up by so much. You want to practice more of those techniques you're going to need versus Team India. Emma Jones going for the bonus and the scorpion kick. Wales denying it.
It's a good stick from the right corner. She did seem a bit flat, so it raised some concerns about whether the raider would attack the bonus, but nonetheless, secure the double leg hold.
Number one for Wales here. Sifu, we've seen her a couple times, a bit high on the court.
Yeah, not really threatening the English defence here. Bit of taunts coming from number 5, getting as close as she can to the raider, but yeah, happy to empty that one out.
For those who are just tuning in and maybe you're new to the sport of Kabaddi, you'll see on your screen the top clock is the clock within the quarter. We are in the third quarter right now, and the bottom clock is your Raiders clock, giving you the time. What a nice job there from the Wales defense. That's exactly the sort of movement that they needed, the momentum that they needed, especially getting this English defense down to only 4 players.
Yeah, it's a better outing from Wales. The first couple of minutes after the break were still wounding. Suffered another rule out, but they'll be trying to stay on the mats for as long as possible now. But yeah, this has been a very convincing England performance.
And a great job to see a bunch of the players on the court right now, so new to the sport of Kabaddi, multiple different backgrounds, wrestling, MMA, rugby, American football, and utilizing all those skills on these big moments, on this big stage. Neither team here want to have this be their last day of playing international competition because, of course, we are in the knockout phases.
I think that was good positioning there from number 8 at the right corner. Just prevented the raider from dipping in the middle. That's Wales' turn to hopefully inflict some damage on their opponents now. A 5-man is so difficult to attack because you can't target the bonus anymore. Brings the raider deep and allows the defense to potentially capitalize.
A bonus can only be achieved when there's 6 or more players on the court. The bonus line being the second line that you see on the court. The first line is the balk line, and that's where a raider must come and check in. Oh, and what a nice job. Number 8 was not playing that cat and mouse anymore, flying across for Wales. Really great job by Summer to make that tackle, initiate, and bring the rest of the defenders with her.
She's certainly been a pillar of this Welsh side over the tournament. A catalyst to their presence here in the quarterfinals. But a good right corner chain there.
Nice to see Sally and Georgia dragging across to make the tackle.
Emma with the raid here. Happy to stay a little bit higher. Sort of entice the defence to come up to your height, give yourself the advantage back to the midline. But yeah, it looked like a time-wasting raid there. Still clever play.
Yeah, there's no need to go for a point if you don't need to. You can go with an empty raid. And Sophia Clare needing the help and the support. What a good tackle, solo tackle with a last-minute support. Fantastic. What a strong moment.
Raider just couldn't escape. There's a bit of a struggle there, a bit of a fight, but the defence was just proving to be a bit too overwhelming. I must say that the sentiment in the Wales camp looks a bit better here. Tell they're enjoying themselves a little bit more. Angeli at the left corner here. I think he's put a little bit more pressure on the Raider. They're more scared of Summer here. Yeah, that's better from Angeli there.
No, you're spot on. They need to be able to come up and support as the Raider moves across, not leave all that onto number 8, and more people coming onto the court now.
I think that was a do or die because, or maybe the Raiders stepped out because Wales have revived one person. 1 point has been awarded to Wales, so yep. Now England are back down to 5. Georgia Sargent with a commanding tackle from the right corner. She'll be pleased with that. She hasn't received as many minutes as she would have liked, but a debut international outing for her, having come from the University of Manchester. A constant competitor for the university title, but
and a really great job, Emma Jones, confirming the point as she reached back across. But you're right, there's so many great athletes within this sport. It's hard to get everybody game time. But when you've got opportunities like this to develop the international experience, I mean, there's nothing to replicate something like being on a big stage, the pressure, the moments, the fans, the crowd. It's exhilarating. Yeah,
of course. As you say, a lot of these players come from different backgrounds. It's sort of a diversity of skills that we're seeing here, diversity of physicality and knowledge that's just being blended together. For England, it's proven to be very successful. Wales, I don't think they've shared that same chemistry amongst them. That said, a good supportive tackle there. Initiated by the right corner, supported by the left.
That's more of what you want to see from Team Wales. Sima just going a little bit deep in the same spot continuously. And just like that, we've got under 2 minutes left in this third quarter.
That's a brilliant back hold there from number 1. Just spotted the Raider, dipped a bit too deep, and on that movement she attacked. It was very clever defending. Happy to let the time burn here.
And it's so hard to go from stopping straight into raiding and back to stopping again. I mean, the fitness of these athletes are just unmatched. And we talk so much about even just the mental focus that they need. It's absolutely incredible. And a pursuit quickly from Wales, and Sophia Clare not letting that happen.
Wow, what a big challenge there. Authoritative. I mean, in these raids, Wales really haven't looked like they've got much of an idea of how to attack. But they are lapping up there with a super tackle.
Super struggle. 2 points.
And you find when one side is struggling a little bit. So in terms of either rating or defending, the other side really does a great job of picking that up. Wales have struggled a little bit with their rating, but their defense in this third quarter has been miles better than we've seen in the first half in total. So whether that's the confidence, the communication, the comfort now, the nerves have maybe settled a little bit.
Yeah, I think the dust has certainly been shaken off this game. It has been firmly in England's grip, but I must say number 6 in the Wales side, standing at the right corner, has played her part in keeping that differential, or preventing that differential from growing. But yeah, England far in the good there.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have just hit the end of the third quarter. Only 10 minutes left in this incredible match. And my goodness, do we have an absolute feast of games for you today. After this, we have the quarterfinals starting from 12 p.m. First up, England versus Hong Kong, China. Afterwards, at 2:15, Scotland versus USA. We'll have Coach Millen getting his team, trying to lead them to victory. 3:30 p.m., we will have Poland versus Wales. And 4:45 p.m., we have Hungary versus India. Today are the quarterfinals for the men. These are the women's semifinals that we're watching. We've already seen India beat Hong Kong, China. Their finals will be on Sunday, with the third place game happening tomorrow. Semifinals happening tomorrow for the men's, with their third place game happening on Sunday. This has been a roaming tour for us. It's been incredible. What have you thought about being able to travel all across the Midlands and bring the sport of kabaddi to the people?
I wish I could say that every day has been, amazing, but the amount of effort that everyone is spending on making sure the side is well prepared, well rested, motivated to attack whatever opponent, it can be draining. But for the spectators, I can't to have this sport on home turf and witness such a combative and physical sport in what's been the heart of combat in the Midlands. It's such a proud moment for the organisers, but the players here, I think, are just looking to see how far they can go. That said, we're talking about the quarterfinals. Poland and Wales seems to be a very big fixture. The two sides, I think that seems like the closest quarterfinal there is. It'll be interesting to watch those throughout the day. But yeah, for now, looks like England will be the side to meet India in the finals.
Yeah, it is going to be fascinating. And, we talk about how people get involved in this sport. You can also follow along with us, Kabaddi World Cup 2025.com. Obviously joining us here on BBC iPlayer. But, Millen, how did you get involved in this sport?
I picked it up at university, and I'm not too sure what happened. I think I just went to go and watch a mate play, and that mate, I'll give him a shout here, Heelan, who's now head coach of the London School of Economics, but he was such a brilliant player, and he also played rugby a lot like me, so I thought I'd give it a go alongside it. Together we were fortunate enough to win, and that just fostered such a love for the sport. I love winning. So,
a true competitor.
Yeah, so Heelan knew how to entice me into this, but I've not looked back since. And to be here, it's such a proud moment for myself, for my teammates, for those I started playing with at the London School of Economics. Everyone here has their own stories of how they fell in love to this sport. That's what's so beautiful about it, because you leave this room next week when this World Cup is over, everyone goes home. It's not going to be as easy to talk about kabaddi to your peers and everyday conversation. Here, gathered in the Midlands, are those people. That is
what a great pursuit raid and physicality.
Yeah, England just reminding Wales that just because the gap is large, there's no sign of slamming the foot on the brakes here. And you, Phoebe, how did you get into the sport?
Very similarly, really. I was playing American football, and a girl from New Zealand was over, and she played kabaddi in New Zealand, and just said I would fall in love with this sport. I loved everything about it from the moment I got there. We went to a Sikh house in Hinckley. That's where I met Emma Jones, and we've been best friends ever since. I think that's part of the beauty of sport, right? Are the relationships and the people you meet along the way, and how it changes your life. And I remember just playing barefoot on this grass field with horses in the background, and I loved every second of it. And I think about how grateful I am for all the places that Kabaddi has brought me. We've got a whistle here.
This should be a super tackle. They've only awarded 1 point. Well, Wales haven't complained about that. But I'm not too sure about the strategy from Wales. I think they're just happy to let the time go. But
protecting their players and ultimately just learning from this experience. I spoke with Coach Skippy earlier about how all of us have to start somewhere, right? And we saw the progress of Hong Kong, China's women this week. In England, we started in rectangular at the same level as Wales. And once you get familiar and you build your comfort within the sport and the physicality and the reach and absolutely incredible super read, an all out there. Wow.
You're talking about the relationships you make. It's moments like this. You look at both sides here. England will be playing together, entering the final with a commanding win. It's these moments that bring togetherness, but at the same time, being in the trenches, facing an upward battle and remaining resilient and unfazed is such a crucial component of the sport as well. Both require character, and both are displaying it today. But that's what this sport's all about. It's restlessness, relentlessness.
It's great to see the momentum that brings off the back of a super tackle into a really positive raid for Team Wales. And your 10-minute buzzer goes, your 10-second buzzer goes. I think to your journey, Millen, the fact that within only a few years you go from player to coach to commentator. I mean, the opportunities are truly endless within this sport, and so many different roles that you can be involved with, from organizer to officiating to, of course, this element of it, playing. I mean, it takes so many people to make an event like this happen.
No, of course, I think, my time at the London School of Economics, I could see people that were in love with the sport, but not as in love with playing it. What I've seen at this tournament is that, you can channel that passion that you have into so many outlets to help grow the sport, to really be a pioneer of what is going to be such a large competition going ahead. The inaugural 2025 World Cup it's going to remember these people who have represented their countries, experienced or not.
For some, some may have never even thought they could represent their country within sport. And think of the pride that must bring, that you've gotten to wear the badge of your country. Absolutely incredible.
We saw the national anthems being sung, and whilst I am a Scotland coach, when that England national anthem came on, it's very hard not to start singing along to the annoyance of Skip. Yeah, what a moment that is to be lined up alongside your peers and having your national anthem play out. There's moments you dream of as a sports fan, and these players are living that dream today. England more so than Wales.
A do-or-die raid here for Wales, so they've got to get points. This is because there was an empty raid before. There is no bonus on. 10 seconds left in this raid.
England happy just to avoid the touch, but wow.
Physical tackle. Terrific job. The crowd is going wild in here.
A left corner chain led by the captain, number 3, but also brilliantly executed from number 5. So, such good technique.
Incredible to think that Sophia Claire only started playing 4 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
And it just shows the promise within this sport.
Yeah, I think everyone's learning at the same time. You know, there's not really any experts in the domestic scene, and having the Indian lads here, as well as their women's team, it's been such help to everyone, because you're learning from people who have been exposed to the sport at grassroots level. That's also a positive aspect of this tournament. Not many people are talking about how much you learn and how much you pick up, and you see the game in a way that you've never seen it before, in a different light.
What a great job by Team England on that one. You could see them baiting it a little bit.
There is respect after the tackle. You see number 8. A bit more threatening from number 1 in this raid. There we go.
And the
Big
kick.
kick. And it looked like Wales could have got the dash, but number 1 just breaking free there from that leg kick. Not slowed down at all, just steamed her way over the midline.
It's that relentless drive to get to the midline. All focus there.
In the dying stages of this match, England have been assertive. They've not let up, they've not decelerated. The gap is now nearing 50 points.
They'll need to carry this energy into their match against India in the finals.
A lot of hand movement there from the referee. It's a bit confusing.
I'm unsure if the athletes are hearing the 10-second buzzer go.
We've seen Poland, some of these lads, when they come into raid, the buzzer goes off and the whole bench screams do or die. You'll listen out for it today in the Wales game. There's such a togetherness in that side, the Polish side, between both sets of teams. There's certainly your favourite team's favourite team.
I just love the way that they coach each other up and talk to each other so positively throughout the match, really just keeping that synergy going.
Yeah, they've nurtured this game for so long. The players that I've played alongside, Krzysztof Sawicki, their captain, I've played against Ronel Patel, their right corner, and they've learnt from true greats. Michael Spichko, the first European player in the Pro Kabaddi League. Peter Pamelak, the latest. There's a lot of experience floating around this sport, and the fact that experience can call Europe home is such a proud moment. But now look at these. She was happy to surrender that do-or-die raid.
As we hit the last raid of this England versus Wales game.
Super tackle. Super tackle, 2 points.
And the points are still being awarded from the raid before.
Oh, it threatens the bonus. That was quite nice. The captain would have been frustrated there wasn't as much support, but Georgia Sargent, well executed there from the right corner.
What a phenomenal way for this game to end. Great job by both teams. This is the last we'll see of Wales on the big stage. Congratulations to England as they move their way into the finals to play Team India. Just a great feat of really their offense, the defense, the way they all came together. Tell us some of your final thoughts about this match.
What a clash we have ahead. This match, I think, has firmly belonged to England. Wales looked more inexperienced, more sheepish. Weren't really in belief that they could do something this game. And that's part of learning, that's part of the journey. But to have India have one hand on the trophy and England the other, I think that's the clash that people want to see. A physical English side that wants to win on home turf versus an experienced champion in India. And they'll be what a moment for these girls to play against their heroes in the final. But for Wales, they should be proud. some big results against Poland and Hungary, and look at that togetherness in the circle.
You love to see the excitement, and my goodness, thank you to all of you for hanging out with us. That's the end of the women's tournaments for today. We now move into the men's quarterfinals. Starting at 12 o'clock, the first game, England versus Hong Kong, China. We will be back in just about 20 minutes, so don't go too far. Grab your food, grab your snacks, drinks, whatever you need, a nice cuppa, perhaps. We might do the same here. A massive thank you to my wonderful co-coms, Millen. You've got some coaching to go do. You got a great game to beat.
Thanks so much for reminding me, Phoebe.
We'll see you soon. Thank you all.
My name's Fiona.
And you are, sir?
I'm Gordon.
Now, tell me, do you know anything at all about Kabaddi?
Not really. We saw it on the telly and we thought, blimey, that looks terrific. It's sort of like rugby, but it's not rugby. So
It's like a game of British Bulldog.
game of tag, and it was just brilliant. So he got the tickets.
It's interesting because it's a non-violent physical sport. And it looks absolutely wonderful. And having sat here for the two semi-finals, I now actually understand the strategy and the tactics of what's going on, which makes it even more enjoyable. And I look back to my school days and think this would have been great to play in the gym at playtime and stuff like that. It's just fabulous.
And that's why I hope all those kids over there are probably learning the game, and then hopefully they can be performing at a World Cup in the future.
One hopes so. And I don't see any reason why they shouldn't, because you actually need nothing. You don't need bats, balls. All you need is a court to play on, and that's it. Preferably on a beach in a hot climate.
Oh, love that.
Yes.
Let's make that happen.
Well, why not?
Organisers, we're going to the Bahamas for the next World Cup.
We'll come.
Finally, is this something you're going to follow? There are obviously other tournaments as well. Do you want to keep across British Kabaddi as well as other forms of Kabaddi as well as the World Cup?
Might well follow it and see if there's local stuff that we can watch, because we just didn't know about it. No, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Okay, so you're Kabaddi fans for life now?
Definitely.
Coming back for the finals weekend?
If we can. We've got to get tickets first.
Don't worry, I might know someone. Okay, we've got loads more still to bring you, including England's men who are in action against Hong Kong and China very, very shortly.
Okay, you should be going. No, no, no. Okay, okay.
Let's welcome our first team here at Team England. A lot of noise for Team Hong Kong and China. Now, if you're able to stand, please stand for the national anthem of England. Please remain standing for the anthem for Hong Kong, China.
Wow, what a way to start these men's
Lots of energy. I want lots
quarterfinals.
of energy for the face-off.
Welcome to the Kabaddi World Cup 2025. We are here at the University of Wolverhampton. I'm your host, Phoebe Schechter. We are so excited to have you along for today. This is the first of the men's games. After this, we have Scotland versus USA, then Poland versus Wales, the most anticipated of the day, and Hungary versus India. This is a huge matchup. We are now in winner makes it to the semis and loser goes home. Not a pace that people want to be. They want to be able to continue to compete. Previously today, we saw the women's matches. India taking the win versus Hong Kong, China women's, and England taking the win versus Wales. So let's bring you to today's matchup. England, a group who have been playing the sport of Kabaddi for quite some time, versus Hong Kong, China, who are brand new to the sport, only been playing within the year. The camaraderie between these teams, though, we've seen each other helping them out in the warm-up areas, learning from each other. That's the beauty of this sport. We're on a bit of a traveling event here, ultimately where we are today in Wolverhampton, previously been in Coventry and Birmingham and Walsall. It's absolutely exciting. You can hear the crowd counting down as we start with Hong Kong, China on the raid. Number 4, the captain for Hong Kong, China. Someone who's really embodied the resilience, the strength, a great leader for this HKC team. And first to raid, number 11, Cigar for Team England. Some good movement. We talk so much about how it's important to get a feel.
Number out, first point lead by England.
Great integrity there. Great sportsmanship from HKC. We talk so much about the development of the sport, and what a nice chain. Even a little bit high, they managed to do such a great job. Just a little bit of a injury here for number 10. Slow to get up. And the clapping from the sides. What a nice chain. I mean, it's so hard to react in that time. You've either got to duck under it, jump over the top of it, find the midline. Number 10 getting the point for Team England. And just like that, this English defense is doing a terrific job of coming out strong. They know they have a hard road ahead of them. They want to be the team in the finals. So England's been in Group A, which has been a very hard group. You've got England, Poland, USA, Hungary. Group B, where Hong Kong, China sit, another incredibly challenging group with the favorites of the tournament, India, Scotland, Wales, and Italy. It's absolutely been a fantastic match. Now, this is one of the hardest positions to be in. And one-on-one like that, you've got to love number 11 going for it. Kamshing versus Mandeep, number 8 for Team England. When you're one-on-one in those scenarios, there are very few positive outcomes you can have as a defender, as a stopper. Seven, a great leader for Team HKC, one of the coaches for the women's teams. And number 1 getting a point early like that. Seven in. When there are 6 or more players, the bonus is alive. So as you look at the screen now, that first is the balk line where you check in for your raid. The second line where he just went for is the bonus. And 1 point awarded to Team England for that. Nice low movement, quick reactions. 4 from Hong Kong. China did well to recover. Good communication amongst the defense. As you can hear the chants from the school children in the background. Cheering for the home nation right now, Team England. Oh, and a chain. What a decisive move there from the right corner and in. You've got to be so connected to your partner. Oh, well done. Number 3 pulling back number 10, and it looks like we might have a little injury here to the face. An injury timeout taken for the captain. Such a stalwart, such a stoic leader. The energy he brings. For any of you that are just joining us, welcome to the Kabaddi World Cup 2025. If you're looking for any other information, if you want to buy tickets to come watch the next couple of days, we've got semifinals tomorrow, finals on Sunday, all of that. If you just want to learn about the teams that are playing, the groups, how they got here, the scores, you can go to KabaddiWorldCup2025.com. Follow along on this incredible journey. Now, Kabaddi teams are made up of 12 players, 7 on the court, 5 which are the reserves, and ultimately the substitutions. You can substitute at timeouts, quarter ends, halftime, of course declaring their subs. There's no rolling subs in this instance. We see one of the women's players who's actually also a coach for Hong Kong, China. And here goes number 3, a keen defender for them. We've seen him develop throughout the tournament, and the physicality goes thrown into the bench of Team England. He is a risk taker. And a tough decision there. Leaving number 11, Kam Shing, on his own. As you see, the Raiders must say Kabaddi. This is to prove that they are holding it, but then what a nice job. Mandeep just comes in with a back hold like that. Fantastic. He didn't even see him coming, and an all out has occurred. Really nice job from the right in, pulling his right corner back. Great movement. The first raid we've seen today from Singh, number 10. Someone who's been playing Kabaddi for quite some years now, traveled with Team England. For the men's, we have an 85 kilogram weight category. For the women's, 75 kilos. It makes a big difference in the different shapes and sizes you get to partake in this incredible sport. Different skill sets. Sometimes as a raider, the limb length can be such a benefit to you when you have that height and reach. Testing the captain early in the reach that we just talked about, spinning to the midline. Only grabbing one on the way. Pushing him out. A bit of communication error with who is out. And we start the raid again. And a very confident tackle there. Felix, 14 for England. Lally, 22, coming across. And the acknowledgement there. Hong Kong, China have had a really nice moving defense. They just struggle at times to be able to communicate with the rest of their defenders to all attack at the same point. It's great to see their development they've had throughout this entire tournament. From their first match to now, and then to arms. They almost had it. One coming in just a second too late. They need to get that support earlier. Good, the check-in for the raid. And the ankle grab, and just not quick enough with the ankles. You've got to be able to feel the ground and move immediately. A very impressive, dominant performance here in this first quarter from Team England. As a raider checks in a slide, standing on the foot, or at least claiming to stand on the foot of number 10, and the acknowledgement, pushing him across to make sure that he does not attack any of his other teammates. Seven, quite a physical raider for Team Hong Kong, China. You see the bounciness of the stoppers. And that is the last raid of this quarter, but you love to see the pursuit. Number 8, Mandeep, driving across, and just like that, the first quarter is ended. 26 points up, current score, England 27, Hong Kong, China 1. This has been a very dominant performance from Team England. They are leading Group A in terms of points for throughout the tournament. So 249 points scored so far in this tournament. The closest and next up being Poland with 174 points. It's been impressive because also the points against, 79, the lowest by a mile. And what this means is they've only allowed 79 points scored against them this entire tournament. And for clarity, the next one, even closest, again, is Poland with 126 points, 14 shy of double what England have allowed. It goes to show the strength of the defense within this side. There are no other men's teams who have allowed fewer points than Team England. Again, the home nation wanting to make their peers, their country proud. You can see the conversations, coach each other up. A big lesson for Hong Kong, China coming into this tournament. But you've got to imagine how much knowledge and experience that they're going to be carrying back with them. It's incredible to think of how they elevate, and the cheer goes. Their camaraderie, the leadership at every position. Bonus has been achieved. There are 6 players on the court for Team Hong Kong, China. You'll see number 10 for Team England just hanging out in the back. They're going to protect him, the other defenders. He is a star raider for them. He doesn't need to be involved in a tackle. They don't want to lose him, and they don't need it when they've got such a strong chain coming across. And the traditional Kabaddi celebration, the slap of the inner thigh, the arm to the air, keeping the spirit of the sport alive, and the reach. Again, HKC just needs to work on the ability to tackle together. So much is body language. Some like to maybe squeeze a hand, and it was an immediate chain. They weren't even going to give him a second there, making it look like light work. You hope with the higher the scoring points you get for Team England, perhaps going into the half, they will feel more confident. Wow, 2 points for Team England. The more confident they would feel with taking out some of the starters, putting in some of those with less experience, getting them the opportunities to compete on this big stage, knowing that the finals against India potentially may not be an opportunity for some of the backups to play. The conversations there perhaps didn't need to go so high on the tackle. England need to find a way to really test themselves, make sure that they're going to be able to go against Team India should they make it to the finals. The 10-second timer has gone. An empty raid there. A few different movements. You're starting to see the formation change, the personnel change. Some of that has to do with the Raiders. Some is a tactic element. Oh, wow. What a brilliant job with the leg across the midline by number 7. Wai Chun, who did such a great job to the awareness and getting out 2 top defenders for Team England. That's the exact momentum they needed.
Number 7 out. 10 number out.
Number 10 likes the leg kick. Looks to have a little bit of a stiff left shoulder here. And the touch from Mandeep. It's so hard if you have any sort of injury, and especially for number 10 who plays that corner position, and he's literally being swung around by his number 3. If you've got a shoulder issue, that really just exacerbates. It's so much about the torque and saving each other. After a successful raid for 7, they send him back again. Taking his time now. You've got the 30 seconds. That is what the bottom clock is. The top clock is how much time is left in the quarter. The bottom clock tells you how much time is left in the raid. Do or die here for Team England, which means they did not get a point before. They had an empty raid, and now they must. And now the pressure and the... Oh, HKC were right there. He just needed to reassess and drop his weight to prevent that arm reach last second. Quickness and an ankle grab by Singh. Oh my goodness. And you see how good the support is to keep the Raider from getting to the midline. This is always tricky. We've talked about this. You've got to support him. And pushed out of the court. 2 points. Really nice job there. Getting 2 of their athletes back onto the court. Refueling the defense of Hong Kong, China. And out goes the Raider. Back to 3 defenders for Hong Kong, China. Number 22. Communicating with his team whilst raiding. There's so much focus and concentration needed within these moments. A nice shape there. And for the captain of Hong Kong, China, utilizing his time. A do or die raid here again for England, but they feel confident in having... Wow. What a brilliant job. Whilst going backwards, reaching that leg out almost in splits to help bring on another teammate for Team England. You just can't replicate that level of experience. And then the defense just comes in to support. They are really running away with this in the first half. Current score 44-6. We've spoken so much about this. You hear the crowd going crazy. This is the hardest position to be in. England claiming they got the point. The officials not confirming that. And can he do it? Can he do it? He's given it all, and it just wasn't enough. Mandeep dragging Yip across to the middle line. And an all-out And the party starts in here. The school children going absolutely crazy for it. It's so hard when a defense changes their personnel so much in terms of their positions, because you start to identify who maybe a weaker target might be, and then next time you raid, they're in a totally different location. It is a strong tactic from Team England, and it goes to the strength and the understanding and knowledge within this sport. That experience is just immeasurable, and look at the duck and the hand. Wow. The ankle grab last second to pull him in was absolutely terrific. Look at the one yank. Fantastic job. Absolutely brilliant by number 11. And the shoulder of number 10. A true warrior fighting through this. But it goes to show how dedicated, how much he wants to make his country proud. Playing through injury like that. Leaving it all on the court as we enter into the last raid of the half. Alert on his backside. 8 is keen. Mandeep wants the tag, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is halftime. The two teams will now switch sides of the court. They will have a couple seconds to refuel with some water, talk about the tactics, and come back with a new game plan. Thank you all for tuning in for this first half. 48 England, 7 Hong Kong, China, and we will see you in just a couple of minutes.
We are about to speak to a couple of very important fans, guests. I'm going to call you guys VIPs. Can I get your names first of all?
Ruth Matter. Victoria Ware.
Okay, but you are not just fans. You are also sports athletes yourselves. What sports do you play?
American football.
Okay, and who do you play for?
Great Britain Lions and the Birmingham Lions.
Okay, I love this. Now, when you're watching Kabaddi, are you picking up any techniques, any hacks that you can take to your sport?
The tackling, for instance, very low tackles, really wrapping up in the tackles as well, so, and explosiveness as well.
Nice tight grip so they can't get away, yeah. So wrap it up nice and low and really grab on.
Yeah. And from an American football perspective as well, what are some of the techniques you can just swap over? There must be so many similarities between the two sports.
I mean, me and Ruth both play American football. There's something for everyone, like all sizes. Size doesn't matter, especially when the guys are moving around the mat, like nice and agile. That you can use that in American football on either side of the ball. So, yeah.
Okay. Team England tried to recruit you, yeah? I know you're a world-famous superstar running back.
Oh, yeah, I'll have a think about it, yeah. I like what I see, so...
Can they afford you?
Oh, of course. I'm theirs.
Okay, I love that. I reckon we could get you on and maybe do a bit of a crossover, a bit of American football versus Kabaddi today.
Getting hot thinking about it.
Before you go, you've got someone's face. Who is this?
Sophia Clare, number 5 from England.
And why have you and how have you managed to carve out this wonderful picture of her and then put her on a lollipop stick?
Mine's on a kebab stick. It's a bit of a DIY job yesterday. Ruth's got a very impressive face here, but yeah.
Well, I'm sure she's going to love it because only 500 million people around the world are watching this right now. So I'm sure she's not going to be embarrassed at all, and I'm sure she'll savour that as a lovely souvenir. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. We're having a really good time. Thanks very much.
Right, big noise. You ready for the second half? Yeah, I like that. Lots of energy. All right, we're back for the second half very, very shortly.
Hello and welcome back to the second half of Team England versus Hong Kong, China. It has definitely been a one-sided match so far, but if you're new to Kabaddi, we are so excited to have you join us. I'm Phoebe Schechter, and I am going to take you through all things Kabaddi as we build up to the finals this Sunday. We are on a bit of a roaming tour here in the Midlands. So far, we've been in Birmingham, Coventry, Walsall, Wolverhampton, and of course here at the University of Wolverhampton today, where we get to see the stars shine. Now, this is the first of the men's quarterfinals. Earlier today, we saw the semifinals for the women. India won 53-15 versus Hong Kong, China women, and then the England team won 72 to Wales 25. And now the men's quarterfinals, semifinals taking place tomorrow. We've had some substitutions at halftime due to the physicality here of George, due to the pure dominance in the first half. It's smart. You want to be able to rest some of your starters because they want to make it all the way through to the finals, be representing the home nation to play against India, who is favored. Really nice job by the defense there. And first of the day, Anadat. We have not seen him raid so far, but one of the more bouncy athletes they have. Again, just his length plays such a big role here. Number 3, rating for Team Hong Kong, China. Some good movement, someone who's a bit more keen from a stopping perspective. Oh, and no support from the right corner on that. It's so hard in those pursuit moments. You want to force this defense to have to move around, second guess, and what a unique way. And I thought he almost had it there. going around the back like that. But number 11, Sagar, said he is not getting through me. He created a brick wall.
3 point, bonus point to bonus.
It's nice to see the different tactics being used, an unexpected one as well. But when you've got speed, you've got to find ways to pull your strongest skill sets to the surface. First raid here of the day for Ogden. It is hard. You want to find a rhythm. You want to make your team proud. You don't want to leave them stranded, a man down. But it's okay to take an empty raid. You'll see throughout the thigh slapping, the noises. There are different ways to distract the raider. You want him to just look for that millisecond to allow your defense on the other side to come and attack. That's why it's so important to practice together, to get the feel. A do-or-die raid here. When the officials point with their 2 fingers like that, it is do or die. Pressure on number 50. But pressure makes diamonds. He's going for the bonus point. And a reach and phenomenal. The hand gets across the midline. The captain, number 4, hit in the face again. Perhaps not such a bad thing for him to recuperate with his second knock to the eye. Do or die raid for Hong Kong, China. You see the way that they protect each other. That's exactly what you need. But the physicality from this team, England, they are not relenting. Number 4, Dunlop for England raiding. Oh, wow. Nice communication, nice pursuit, and number 10 with his shoulder. We've said it throughout this entire match, but what a warrior he is. I can't even explain what a physical play that was by the left corner in that moment. 7 is absolutely so strong for Hong Kong, China, but number 7 has done a terrific job of coming and absolutely bodying up with the grab. The 10-second timer is gone. But Sanjay Anadate was not going to give up. And a timeout called Team England. We're getting a substitution in. Number 12, Mashoud, coming in for number 11, Dodaya Sagar, coming out. Mashoud, who showed us earlier in the week his ability to jump over the chain, perhaps something he wants to try and test here again. Skill sets that will definitely need to be called upon against Team India, who are just so aware within those moments. It's great to see how much game time all these athletes are getting and really making a name for themselves here in the world of Kabaddi. Some aspire to play at university, some to play in our British Kabaddi League. Some want to go play in the Pro Kabaddi League. the pinnacle of the sport, apart from playing for your country, of course. A great way to get started there, especially when you're just jumping into the lineup for Mashoud, feeling good about getting a stop early. Again, you talk about the limb length here and just a little timeout to fix the mats. They're trying to call forward a Raider. A little bit of confusion. The officials just needing to check that the court is all set. And here comes through someone who likes to get in, try and get the job done as quickly as possible. He's checked in for the raid. But it makes sense. Have an empty raid. Get ready to attack. You know that 10 is struggling with his shoulder, but that doesn't mean anything. Still in there making an incredible tackle. A really great job from 10 and 3. That's a really tough position to be in. Warriors out here, absolutely embodying the spirit of Kabaddi across the board. And a point's been awarded as Mashoud walks to the bench. But the strength is needed here. When you're on the side that a Raider is going to, you don't always want to be connected with another defender. You'll see as they move away, you reconnect. So it's almost like a baton pass. You've got to be so aware of where your partner is in these moments. The conversations with the defense, knowing where to go when he gets back. The awareness, you're raiding, you're saying Kabaddi, you're organizing a defense. It is absolutely mind-blowing what these athletes are able to do. George looking to physically push himself across. A big raid here for Hong Kong China's 7 checks who the coach wants to raid. You have to start thinking tactically. Who would be the best in a one-on-one scenario should 12 not make it out alive, which he does not in this situation. England do not let them. Slowing down the clock. And just like that, the end of the quarter has already arrived. 10 minutes left in this match. Hong Kong China should be absolutely so proud of what they've been able to achieve so far. You see the coaches having words with their athletes on the sideline. They have not relented. And now a substitution. 7 comes out. 8 goes in. 7 should be so proud of the performance that he has put in throughout this entire Kabaddi World Cup. Of course, never wanting to end the international appearance here. But the opportunity for those to get international experience who may not normally is absolutely phenomenal. All these athletes leave it all out on the court for their countries. England feeling very good about their performance, allowing them for trialing other methods now. As we're here, we can see Team Italy, Team Poland, Hungary, the women's, the men's teams, Scotland, India, Wales. The crowd is just filled up with athletes wanting to watch more and more of this support. It will definitely leave a big hole in our hearts once the Kabaddi World Cup is over. You can never get enough of this incredible sport. It just keeps you on the edge of your seats. Ogden in. And a big stop there. You just have to love the camaraderie of these teams. The defense is high. They have seen Yip go, and the diving tackle there from George, number 9. Dunlop going for it and the reach across. What a great move there by number 4 for England. 11 and 12 march their way to the bench, only to be brought back should there be a successful raid or a big stop from this Hong Kong China side. It's been such a great week here so far. Unbelievable to think that we're going to be heading further into the semifinals tomorrow, the third place women's game, and then Sunday, the third place men's game and the finals for both men's and women's, concluding with an incredible closing ceremony to celebrate an entire week of success and camaraderie and sportsmanship and the best athletes in the world at this incredible sport. All those teams should be so proud of themselves for what they've been able to achieve this week, how they've done such a wonderful job for their country, and what a great last-minute support there from number 9 for England. 1 doing a great job fighting to try and get across that midline. This is hard. He's gone for the scorpion kick. The touch has been made. And now 1 athlete remains for Team Hong Kong China. If a successful raid is not accomplished here, an all-out could be the fate. Getting all of their athletes back on the field, so now all 7 can return to the court. George in for the bonus. Although it may not have been awarded, he's trying to get some extra points, a little bit opportunistic, checking for the time. The 10-second timer has gone. The ability to just stop on a dime. Unfortunately, 10 has gone out of bounds off the court, and now a point is awarded to England for that, and he must return to the bench. As their strong captain, number 4, heads to the bench to join him. What a nice idea by number 11. Just needed to hold on to that chain a little bit longer. That's why it's so important. If you're the one that likes to be the initiator on the contact, you've got to have a strong chain, a strong conversation and relationship, knowing when to go, when not to go. The kids are not relenting, though, cheering constantly for Team England, having the best time. What a great day out of school this must be for them to come and watch live sport, countries from around the world competing. You get to be loud and cheer and music and everything that you could hope for. Throughout the week and leading up to the Kabaddi World Cup, there's been a lot of activity within the schools, teams going to the schools. We saw a little fist bump there as well. The cheer from Alex on Team England for the point gained. You see the knee supports that people wear, sometimes because of all the twisting. Some wear pads because you're flying around on the mat so much. The boots are Kabaddi boots, similar to boxing boots, wrestling shoes. Gives a good grip to push off, and they're soft so that when you do kick, you're not hurting anybody. Wow, and the reach across. The officials waiting to award points, I think. And 2 points awarded to Hong Kong, China. So now 2 more athletes can come back onto the court. So the way people are chosen to come back on the court, if you were the first one out, you move down the line. So the longest it's been, you were the first one back on. And the captain, number 4, Chun Hai, doing such a wonderful job there. A little bit of miscommunication here from the officials and the coaching staff on the bench. You are not allowed to get up off the bench. You can only call for a timeout, although it seemed to not be needed. Oh, wow. Number 10 with the spin move on number 12, Mashoud. And now the timeout is called. A substitution is being made. There seems to be a little bit of frustration here from the Hong Kong, China bench. One of the injured players who's previously injured himself during the week, having a little bit of frustration here. 1 comes off. What a great job that he has done. 7 is back in now that he is being cared for. I would say most of the injuries that you might see are probably a knee or an elbow, bicep, because of the strength you need, the connection point, the torque. And if you're not used to making movements like that, it can be very taxing on your body. What a leap from their captain. The composure, the swift movement. And here's a great opportunity for him to bring on his 7th player if he's able to get the points. Awareness in the tag and the run. And the quickness. Phenomenal job. Phenomenal job. You can see why he is their captain, leading by example throughout this entire tournament, multiple times being acknowledged as man of the match. A bonus point was awarded there. And here an all-out is possible, but can he get free? And he gets free and inches his way across the line. An all-out, the first of the match for Hong Kong, China. What a feat of resilience. And unfortunately, a step out from number 4, but my goodness, he should take a bow for that performance of 3 back-to-back incredible plays. Current score is 84 England, Hong Kong, China 23, but this fourth quarter of this Kabaddi World Cup has been absolutely amazing to watch. The never give up mentality of this team is something to aspire to. The 10-second timer goes. And the retreat, a pursuit comes. And do they award it? 3 points awarded for England. George with the physical push-off at the end to keep himself in bounds and reach across the 3 defenders of HKC must go sit. It's a do-or-die raid here for number 6. Maybe not the timing they were hoping for. And just like that, a final stop for Team England. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is game. What a terrific performance it has been by Hong Kong, China throughout this entire tournament. It's been an honor to have them here and watch them develop and talk about the wonderful progress they have made. But Team England, they now move on to the next round, the semifinals, which will take place tomorrow. They should be very proud of their performance. Our next match starting at 2:15 today, the second quarterfinal, Scotland versus USA. Scotland determined as ever. USA coming off back of one of their better performances yesterday. Both these teams doing a terrific job. For any more information, you can visit Kabaddi World Cup 2025.com. Make sure to tune in with us on the BBC iPlayer. I'm Phoebe Schechter, and this is the Kabaddi World Cup 2025 as Sweet Caroline carries us into a break.
Good luck for rest of
Thank you.